2013, 2014 elite, which means I'm the top 1% of the Team Beachbody organization. And I'm here to talk about a little something different than what I'm used to. I am now preparing for my second figure competition. It is actually in 10 days, and I am nowhere near where I need to be. And I'm going to talk about why I struggled to get there. As I prepared for my first competition, it was difficult for me, but this has been more of a difficult time for me, and I just want to share this journey with people because I think that it'll help relate to certain people who have the same issue, because I know it's out there. With emotional eating and binge eating. And I'm hoping that I can help everyone realize that although we have this issue, I promise it is still possible to reach your goals. I have had an issue with emotional eating and binge eating for about 10 years now. And it's really crazy for me to say that I have this problem because as a fitness coach, I help people with getting out of the binge eating and getting help with emotional eating. And, I run these challenge groups and support groups to give them that one-on-one support so they can check in and say how their day went. And, I'm supposed to be that person who is not doing the binge eating and not doing the emotional eating. But I do want to say that I can relate to so many people in my challenge groups because I know how they feel and I know where they're coming from. And it sucks so bad. And one thing I cannot stand is when people say, why are you eating so much? Why can't you just stop? Why is it so difficult for you to stop? And it makes me want to strangle them because I can't help what I'm doing. It is very, very difficult. The thing that is the most difficult for me is the fact that, it's an addiction. Food is an addiction. It's like a drug. When people are trying to stop a drug addiction, they don't have to be around it 24/7. They just take the drug away. You don't have to be in that situation all the time. And I'm not saying that a drug addiction is any better than a food addiction. It's not. I get it. But with a food addiction, I have to eat to survive. I am around food all the time. So that is why, I struggle more with it because it's my addiction and I can't just take it away because then I'm not going to survive. And I have to fuel my body in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So as I'm preparing for my show, I have 10 days out. I'm much further behind than I was for my first show. I'm about 4 weeks out, 4 weeks behind where I was for my first show. And I'm still going to do it because, number one, I already paid for it and I'm not wasting $500. Number two, I want the experience. And number three, I don't want to give up because I'm not that type of person. I do not want to give up. I don't believe in giving up on things. I don't care how far behind you are. The only time you fail is if you quit. And I am not going to be that person. And I hope that everyone listening to this that has these issues, don't give up on yourself because there is opportunity there. That's why people like me are here as a fitness coach to help support you. Just because I have this issue doesn't mean I'm not a good coach. I feel that me being able to relate to people just helps the situation more. And one thing that I have found that helps me so much on my own journey with coaching, but also with running my challenge groups, is my challengers are so amazing, and them checking in and keeping themselves accountable, they help me keep myself accountable, and I tell them that I have this issue, and now they're checking in on me just to make sure that I'm not picking up a bowl of Cheerios because I've been binging on Cheerios. I don't know what it is. I don't eat dairy. I haven't eaten dairy in a very long time because of prepping for my show. And since I haven't had it in so long, I really don't feel that I need it. I know my body doesn't need it because when I go to binge on a bowl of Cheerios and I use skim milk, my stomach is in so much pain. And, I hate admitting what I'm about to, but, my issue is not just I like to eat a lot. I'm I'm completely coming out of the closet and saying, this is how bad it gets with me. I wait until people walk away from me, and I would just hurry up and shove food in my face, even though they tell me right before they walk away not to do it. Or, my husband the other day, he just said, Deidra, you're training for a show. You know you're not allowed to eat that. And as soon as he walked away, I just shoved it in my mouth. And I don't even have time to think. And I'm yelling at myself saying, Deidra, don't do it. Deidra, don't do it. You know you're not allowed to do it. And then I just do it. And I don't even think about it. And then I'm mad at myself. And then I yell at myself, Deidra, why did you just do that? Why did you just put that in your mouth? You know you're not allowed. And let me tell you, it is such a blessing. It is a blessing that I cannot make myself throw up, because I know that I would have fallen into that. And it is such a hard battle, because I eat to the point to where my stomach hurts so bad it hurts to breathe. It is so pathetic, and I hate admitting it. But again, I'm hoping that I can relate to a couple people out there, and if my story can help one person, that makes me happy if I can just help one person. But I would just eat so much at one time that I would get sick, and I can't even breathe because my stomach is so big and bloated. I can't lay down, and nighttime is my worst, 7 o'clock and on, because my kids are ready for bed, and I've eaten really good throughout the day, and I'm just hungry, and I want to eat, and I'm bored, and I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm stressed. It doesn't matter what I am. I want to eat, and I want to get out of this so bad. I feel like I'm stuck in another person's body, and I'm trying to get out. So I'm going to continue working on it, and I want to continue sharing my journey along the way. And I'm hoping that if anyone has an issue like this, that they can join me and we can support each other and we can get through it together. Because one thing I will never do is promote what I'm doing. I would never promote emotional eating and binge eating to other people and say, oh, you're just sad, go ahead and eat. I don't do that. That's not how it's supposed to be. In my challenge groups, I promote, healthy eating to fuel your body, eating every 3 hours, small meals, so you are constantly fueling your body and increasing your metabolism. And, the majority of the time, that is what I do. But again, I'm not at my goal because of my issue. And, if I can just help anybody with this issue that they may have too, just don't give up. There is no time for quitting. So you have your family, you have your life ahead of you, you have your goals ahead of you. So keep working hard, keep staying strong. And if you want to join my challenge group, if you want to get that support and get that motivation and accountability that we do provide each other, I would love to have you in my group. We would get through this together. And we're going to have a ton of success stories out of this. And I know that I am going to be a success story with the emotional eating and binge eating one day. And I continue to work on it all the time. I will journal whenever I'm wanting to eat. I will just write in my journal that I need to stop eating and I need to think of something different. I preoccupy myself so I don't have to worry about going to the pantry or going to the refrigerator and pulling out something that I know I'm going to regret. So part of my group is we're just going to give each other tips. We're going to keep each other motivated and help each other get through the struggles. That way we can turn them into our strengths and, get those results that we really want. So thank you guys for listening, and I hope I didn't scare anybody away. And if I did, I'm sorry. You can't relate to everybody, but for those who do, I appreciate it and hope that I can help you along with maybe you supporting me as well. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.